You cannot hear me. My mic was turned off. I should have known. I didn't see a blue light. Anyways, welcome. Right off the bat, I'm going to say this. There's no decorations behind me. That's because some of the stuff that I ordered that I wanted to be in the background is not here. Well, okay, it is here. It just got here. So, and the frames I thought I had for it, I don't know if that gives away what it might be, but it they don't fit. So, gotta go mess with that. So I gotta go figure that one out. So, but I am happy. We're playing Phasmophobia tonight. We're gonna do a little bit of a tier list of kind of like basic slasher villains, you know, like Candyman, Michael Myers, Leatherface, Jason, those movies, right? There's some others mixed in there because it's not my list. It's a list that someone else made and I found and we're going to use, right? So excited is all that I can say. Uh, if you know me, you know I like horror movies. I also enjoy sitting in the back of the theater and watching some bad ones and making fun of it. So I'm excited to do this list. Also, if you know me as well, you know I love Halloween and Michael Myers. So this weekend is a big weekend for me. And of course, this like new trilogy that's out, I've been going to see it with a couple of my friends and they're both busy this weekend. That's great. If you're watching, I'm sad. Don't be surprised if I go see that by myself and then say that I didn't go see it, but then go see it again with you guys. So, I know, like, oh man, I'm going to talk more about this on Thursday because it comes out on Thursday night, right? Like a preview night or something like that. I don't know what they do anymore. It's been a while. Honestly, I think last time I was at the theater was for Halloween Kills. That's how often I go to movie theaters. Oh, maybe. Oh, no. It wasn't. I saw Phone Booth. Not Phone Booth. Phone. Black Phone. There we go. With Ethan Hawke. That was real good. I like that. Most of the time I'm going for a horror movie, of course. Um, yeah. Anyways, I'm excited. Phasmophobia tonight. Um, I'm going to tell a little bit of a ghost story that I've ghost stuff that's happened to me personally. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and put, since I am doing some uh fundraisers for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, I'm going to go ahead and put that into chat now. And as always, is the stream bot broken or not? We'll see. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to respond though. But I'm extremely happy. Also, I'm gonna just give a heads up right now. Heads up. I'm testing a new way of getting the stream out that hopefully gives a smidge bit of better quality. But when I was doing testing earlier, it wasn't dropping frames, but it has dropped frames today already. So if stream, like the quality of the stream goes up and down, that is probably why I'm messing with settings throughout stream. So heads up on that. But we'll get it fine tuned. I don't have everything that I want for the all out horror streams. So like I said, I wanted decorations back there and I wanted different like transitions and stuff between scenes. I wanted all of that done for today. But as usual, I've said this on one of my streams. I tend to overload myself and think I can do more than I can time wise. And I always get pulled away. Always get pulled away. And all of my plans that I make like the day before for me to like get stuff done, it's just, I usually wake up and throw them out the window. It's just how it is. Yeah. Never goes as planned. Never. Anyways, let's talk about something else that's scary. The Cardinals. Man, was that bad. I'm pain. I'm on Twitter. Follow me. Just kidding. That's not why. I'm on Twitter, and most of the people I follow on Twitter, that's Cardinal fans or whatever, they're a really good bunch, and they're funny and all that stuff. There we go, dropping frames again. And they're usually, the same as me. Pain. Oh, that sucks. Blah, 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 blah. That type of stuff. And they but they don't like overreact and go fire the entire team. Let them all go, get a new one. Let's do this again in 10 years. Yeah, the Cardinals are kind of like basically the Yankees of the National League, right? Outside the Dodgers, right? I feel like the Cardinals just always have a winning season. And I mean, Molina had been there and he's only seen a handful of losing seasons. So that tells you something. Or seasons where we don't make the playoffs. You know, that really tells you something. In his 19 years, he's been to the playoffs at least 15 times. I believe that was the stat. Don't quote me on that. It was something high. Like majority of his years, it was they were in the playoffs. But so definitely it's hard for me to be like, man, they should have won the World Series this year. They should have won it. I can't believe they've won it. This team is absolute trash. It's been trashed for years and years and years. When I've literally seen 2 World Series championships in my lifetime, right? And these people are mad about it. I assume these people that are mad on Twitter, and they're not the ones I follow, by the way. I think there's one, but I know he's a little bit younger, definitely younger than me. So he didn't. I'm assuming he didn't really see 2006. I was there. I was at Busch when they won the World Series in 2006. And let me tell you this. It was by chance that I was there for the winning game, because if you happen to remember and you're a fan of baseball and follow World Series and stuff like that, I had tickets to like the game before. The game that they won it was a rescheduled game because that game got rained out. So I literally had to teach classes and stuff like that. And I like at the studio that I was working at the time, I had to leave and I wasn't there because I was going to the World Series, and got there and me and my dad had tickets and we were standing there and it was just pouring down rain and they had to reschedule for a different day. And literally that rescheduled game was the game they won. So absolutely lucked out on that, because there was no way they were clinching the World Series in 2006 at the game that we were at if they would have played it. But because they rescheduled, so it was by chance. It was like it was just made to be. And there we go, losing. It again, I'm testing new settings and stuff. So if it drops, things drops, I am so sorry. Also, the internet sucks, so there's no good options here. I've had that conversation, right? So anyways, I was there. It was by chance that I happened to see the 2006 World Series and the Cardinals winning it. So, and then 2011, I mean, that's 5 years later. 5 years later, we got another World Series. So, I mean, I can't, in my perspective, I can't complain as a Cardinals fan and be like, this year was a complete bust, blah, 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 blah. It wasn't. The team was carried by 2 people for majority of the year. And then in September, it was basically Pujols, right? And, well, I could probably say it was August and a little bit of September. It was Pujols. And then the 2 that carried us the entire year, the only reason we were in the playoffs because of 2 players that contributed a lot. You know, Goldie and Arenado. So, and of course, if you watch the game, Arenado didn't do anything. He had some hard hits, and Goldschmidt was just, they might have, well, at that point, just replace him, because put a stick in there for him. Just sit it there and just let it go. Just let it sit there. And if it's a ball, it's a ball. If it's a strike, it's a strike. Because he didn't do anything. But he did stuff all year. And there were like, a lot of people were like, not when it counts. I'm like, it's 2 games. You know, we wouldn't even be there if it wasn't for them. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that why are is someone that won their division playing in the wild card series. That's stupid to me, right? I'm not just playing because I'm a Cardinals fan. Team in the American League shouldn't be doing that either. Who was it? Cleveland? Cleveland should not have been in wild card at all. I mean, come on. Anyways, so Siri wanted to talk. So yeah, it's just horrible. The fans that I follow and the people that I communicate with on Twitter about Cardinal stuff, man, they're such a good group. They look on the positive side. You know, at least we had Pujols for one more year and it was a winning year. And at least we had Yachty for one more year and it was a winning year, right? The big question is Waino coming back? Because he kind of didn't allude either way if he was coming back or not. And it was really weird, really, really weird not seeing him pitch in the postseason at all. So they didn't even show a shot of him during the game. It was really weird. So I can't imagine what's going to be like without Yachty. So a lot of people were talking because of the, I mean, immediately when the game was over on Saturday, they were like, here's what needs to happen. They need to fire the pitching coach, let go of Arenado, let him walk, don't re-sign him, let him back out of the contract, let go of Goldie. I'm like, are you guys insane? This is why people hate the Cardinals fan base, is because of those people. And then there's a lot more people. This is what I've noticed with a lot of things. There's a lot of good people, but there's a small amount of bad people, but they're extremely loud compared to the amount of good people talking, right? Same thing, you know, with anything in the world, right? The bad is louder than the good, and it sucks. You know, the news never talks about the good stuff. The news talks about the bad stuff. So the bad stuff gets clicks. Bad stuff gets views. Remember that. So, yeah, I was just so let down by those fans. As a Cardinal fan myself, like, that's just horrible. That's not what St. Louis wants to be represented as, and especially the fan bases there. So it was bad. But I will say this. We're dropping major frames. I will say this. Here's what I want the Cardinals to do this offseason. Okay? This is a reasonable one. And this is one that a group of people that I follow, like I said, the good side of Cardinals Twitter, this is what we all have kind of agreed on, okay? One, we do need to get rid of the hitting coach, because the pitching coach is not the issue. Pitchers come to St. Louis, get better. Batters leave St. Louis and get better. Coincidence? Coincidence. Randy Rosarena is a good sign. Good example. He left and had a monster year first year he was at Tampa Bay. Who else left and just absolutely destroyed? Didn't Ozuna leave and go to Atlanta and just had a monster year the first year he was there? Jason Hayward. He left and went to the Cubs and had a decent year, right? Or I'm just playing. There was several others. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But yeah, we need to look at the hitting coach. Yeah, do we need to replace him? Maybe not, but we need to figure out what's going on there. Why this is happening. And players like Goldie, who is an amazing player and very, very hardworking and everything, for him to not figure out what's going on with his swing in a fairly quick manner says something, I think. So What else do I want? Uh, what's his name? Gotta look it up now. Hold on. I'm gonna while I'm looking this up, I'm gonna talk about other stuff. I always pronounce his name wrong, so that's why I want to look it up. So as much as I think Andrew Kisner would be a decent backup or a decent catcher alternative to Yachty, we need a main catcher. A lot of people were talking about Sean Murphy, and a lot of people were talking about Wilson Contreras from the Cubs. I am not on the Wilson Contreras one. I Is it Sean Murphy? Is that who it is? I'm horrible with names. We'll see. Yep, Sean Murphy. So I think Sean Murphy is it. Go get Sean Murphy from the A's. Um, we've done quite a bit of stuff with the A's. We sent Steven Piscotty there because that's where he's from, and his mom at the time was going through some bad health. So get Sean Murphy. You know, put him at catcher, and then re-sign Jose Quintana. There we go. I always added extra T somewhere. Re-sign him because he was amazing. I even Montgomery, is his contract up? If his contract's not up, we need to make sure like we get him back as well. He did good too. So we'd have, if Wayno came back, we'd have Wayno, Michaelis, Quintana, and Montgomery. So two lefties, and then Jack Flaherty. I'd be happy with that. 1,000%. Right? And then bullpen, you have Jordan Hicks, you have Helsley. Hopefully he can get his hand healthy and all that stuff. Maybe add an extra bullpen arm that's reliable, that can do long innings. I'd love that. So re-sign Quintana and get an extra bullpen. I'd be happy. Yeah. And I'm trying to be realistic because we all know the Cardinals are absolute trash at any sort of trades. Just absolute trash. So yeah, let's just go get some of the, just a pitcher, just one for the bullpen, you know? What else was there that I wanted? Everyone's saying shortstop. I don't see that happening. Realistically, I do not see them going and getting shortstop. But I could see them trading DeYoung for Sean Murphy and maybe one of their prospect catchers that's in AAA or AA. So, I don't think there's an issue in the outfield. You know, you got Edmund that can play short. You put Donovan at second. You put Nootbaar in right, Carlson in center, and you got Yepes as well. Who else do we have? Nolan Gorman. Screw that. Put Donovan in right, Nootbaar in left, Carlson in center, maybe Donovan in left. I don't know. We'll see. But then you have Yepes that can be anywhere in the outfield and can play first as well if goalie needs a day off. Put Nolan Gorman at second. There we go. We got it. Yeah, they might need an extra DH bat. Maybe go get that. Someone that can play the outfield. But don't Corey Dickerson, he's kind of wish-washy, I think. I liked him. He definitely had some big moments, but I just I'm all about going out and getting that extra DH bat, right? That can play multiple positions, right? So, I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it. So, is it five things? Resign Quintana. Uh, I'm blanking now. What did I say? Oh, look at possibly a new hitting coach or figure that out. Sign Sean Murphy as a catcher, as a main catcher. Get a DH, right? Get a DH that can play multiple positions. Get rid of DeYoung. Is that? We'll consider that five. I listen. I like DeYoung too, and I wish he could get consistent. I don't know what's going on if he's just in his head, but as a lot of people have said, like baseball is just out of all the sports, baseball is the most random and kind of fickle sport there is. Yeah. You can never guess who's going to be the MVP at the beginning of the season. You can never guess who's going to have a good year pitching. It is all just absolutely random. So, yeah, sucks the Cardinals season is over. I'm also a Mariners fan. I don't want to talk about the game tonight. Let's just move on. All I know is pain. Um so anyways, uh so going back over some stuff. Halloween setup should be Thursday. Okay? That is the plan. I got to go get I have some decorations already. So, because I did Halloween decorations at the studio and stuff like that. I just got to find some and whatnot. Um, I know for streams like tonight, I really don't want much on the background. Yeah, because it's supposed to be scary, right? It's supposed to be haunted and everything. And I'm half considering when we get into this game, I'm literally half considering doing a little bit of a push down on exposure. Super considering it. What else was I gonna do? I do that. Uh, I'll just pull down brightness. That's what I'm gonna do. So I don't know if I want to do much with like the camera, you know, but I do want like blood and stuff, and um I noticed I took away the tracking for the subscribers and whatnot. There are still notifications. So if you subscribe or whatever, then it should show up. So I got an offline. I don't know why it's not doing this. I got an offline thing, a subscriber, and it's not here. So I don't know what's going on. I try to reload everything, but it just didn't work. So I gotta look into that. So whoever subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll look into it, and if it's not there by next, I'll figure it out. Okay, I'll figure it out. But if it's not there by next stream, I'm going to try to get it working by next stream. That way we can I can thank you and everything. So but Halloween. Let's talk about Halloween. Let's get into stuff that we're here for. You know, I want to take a drink first. See if you can hear this. It's always fun to see if you can hear me drinking or eating. I hate it though. I hate listening to people chew. I hate it. It's like nails on the chalkboard for me. Refreshing. Anyway, so um I was thinking about this earlier. A lot of if people ask me like what my favorite holiday is, I don't know. Oh, I spike that. Holy crap! Sorry, you guys. I don't know what I usually just go, huh? Well, I don't know. Um, but it might be Halloween, only because of like horror movies and haunted houses and stuff like that. I just like s- scary stuff, right? I used to do thriller performances where I just adapted the choreography a little bit and tweaked it, and it started out in front of my parents' house, and then it moved to so much bigger, right? And I don't want to get into that a whole lot, right? But it kind of involved into having like a setup story and setup video. And one year we were mental institution patients that broke out and somehow lived years. I don't know. I didn't have that big of a backstory on that one, but lived for years and would haunt every year that the breakout happened, right? And then one year is a Hills Have Eyes theme. Candyland was another theme. That was one of the last ones. There was a year that I set up a whole uh video big video shoot too, right? A lot of people involved, and it was it showed the spread of the disease that turned us into zombies, right? And yeah, I I got the ideas from um movies and stuff like that, and I had a buddy of mine do like a news anchor intro and talking about it, and man, uh I had the unfortunate, actually it was on purpose. The disease was Ebola, right? It was in, so movie I was taking inspiration from, the movies, was Outbreak and Contagion, right? And Outbreak, the monkeys were going absolute batshit crazy, right? And the disease in that was, drum roll, Ebola. So this was during the year of the Ebola outbreak, and everyone freaking out about it. And I'm like, it's okay, like it's art, you know. And yeah, yeah. Um, I was told we should not do that. I was like, oh no. So it's somewhere. Um, there is copyright music on it, so I would show it here on stream, but yeah, we're not gonna do that. So, however, if you want to look at it, if you want to watch it, I don't have it linked literally anywhere. So, um, I'll find it. You know what? I am actually on my channel that has it. So let me go look for it, and maybe I'll link it with that channel. Don't follow that channel. Yep, it is. It is here. 7 years ago. Holy shit. That's a long time ago. And then I had, man, I there's a lot I want to talk about, but we're not going to do that today. We're pasting it. So this is the link to it, okay? I don't know how to get it to my computer without having to go through that channel and whatnot. Maybe I should. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll leave it pasted. I won't send it yet. I'll link it later, okay? Um. So, but yeah, I just loved thriller and loved finding ways to make things scary. We did a haunted school as well. One year, I like that as well. Um, what see these doing these videos for thriller was great because we were able to have a little bit of break in between run throughs, because we almost did it back to back, and if we didn't have that break, it would just be, we would be dead, literally and hypothetically dead by then, by like an hour into it, because an hour would have given us probably 4 to 6 run throughs back to back. No, no thanks. we It just would have been exhausting. Having that video there was you know, good for us. Um, anyways, and by the way, I say all of this. We also performed in front of one of the local haunted houses around here. It's actually like a school too. Like, well, not anymore. It's the shut down school, but um, I didn't go through the haunted house. I saw it with the lights on because we did some prep trying to figure out where we were going to perform and whatnot with the owners and people running that haunted house. I have a string cheese here that I was going to eat, but I don't want it now. And now it's getting warm. I think I need to go and like put this up. I didn't mean to get this kind. Oh, stupid me. Sargento cheese, string cheese is okay. It's not the best. I was wanting to try a different kind. Because I got it at Target. Totally didn't think about it. Lame. Anyways. But yeah, I didn't go to that haunted house. And there's one literally 2 miles from me. Haven't gone. That's the thing. I love to do the scaring. I don't like to be scared. But I still would love to go to like Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, Orlando or LA. But I watched again. My interests span the world. Okay, uh, and are completely random. I like to watch people that do like, here's what's going on at Disney, here's what's going on at Universal videos. Yeah, I don't know what you would call them, but one of my favorites, because they're really positive and they don't seem cheesy, if that makes sense. Because or over the top and just annoying, because some get annoying to me. But Tim the Tracker, I I follow and I watch, and they took a trip out to LA, and while there they went to Knott's Berry Farms and was able to record through the houses. And man, just watching that and seeing how they do the houses there make me want to hop my ass on a plane to LA to just go to Knott's Berry Farms for their mazes, haunted mazes. Oh, they looked amazing. I'm like, some just seemed better than Universal's. And the way they I think Universal tries to get a story too much. Now I've not been through them personally. I've seen videos and whatnot, right? But I think Universal tries to get a story in line and try to tell a story when you can still tell a story while having your actors move through and let them have a little bit more freedom of movement, which is what the Knott's Berry Farms looked like. So man, I would love to go out there. I don't know what's going on. I just randomly drop frames all the time. I've not dropped a ton, let's just be clear, but it's not where I want it to be, right? So hopefully when we get into gameplay, it doesn't do that. That is a big hope, by the way, because that's more data to send out. I think it's just time of night too. So maybe by the time we hit that game, we'll be there. Let's see what else. Yeah, I just want to go. I want to do like good ones, and I don't know if the ones around here are really really good. There is one within like a like hour 20 minutes or something like that. That I would love to go to, and then there's the haunted houses in St. Louis. I mean, I was up there. I should have went. I'm kind of like beat myself up about it because by the way, look into the story. The Lemp family, LEMP, their history there in St. Louis is crazy. They were like basically Hiltons and Kardashians and whatnot of St. Louis when they were going on. Limp was a brewery, kind of in competition with Anheuser. And yeah, the haunted houses up there. There was one that went through the tunnels where they stored the beer and whatnot to let it ferment and whatnot at the Limp Brewery. And I hate myself for it for not going. And on haunted tours of all that stuff too. So there's also, if you also don't know, Alton, Illinois, which is on the outskirts of like St. Louis, obviously on the Illinois side. It's like the metro area is what I would call it. So that area is haunted as well. There's a house there that's haunted, and there's a theater and all that stuff that's haunted there as well. That's in the like downtown area. I think it's the downtown area by the river. Yeah. I just love it. The haunted tours I did one at some of my friends who kind of move a lot. They lived in near Savannah, Georgia. So I went out there to visit them one time, and we did a haunted ghost tour, and that was awesome. Savannah is, if you don't know, the history in Savannah is really creepy. So go and if you go to Savannah, you got to go on a ghost tour. It is great. Definitely do some research though, because I don't think all ghost tours are created equal. I think they all have like, some are more like, here, and they don't tell stories. I did one in Gettysburg. Was it a haunted tour? I don't know if it was a haunted tour. I think it was a haunted tour. And that was pretty good as well. Where else did I do a haunted tour that I liked? Can't remember. There was one other place. And yeah, I just love it. So with that said, the other thing I absolutely love, and I don't watch them anymore, and but I want to. I just don't watch regular TV anymore, but Ghost Hunters, the TV show. Now listen, I'm going to say this right now. Any ghost hunting show on TV, they fake some of it. They fake some of it. I know it, but there's two big ones, Ghost Hunters and then Ghost Avengers. Not Avengers, not Iron Man, Ghost Man. I don't know. Tony Ghost, the Ghost Iron Man. But Ghost Adventures. I watched one of theirs and I was just like, they're a little much for me. While Ghost Hunters, they're a little bit more calm and they give some backstory and do the research and talk to the clients. You see them talking, and I know they do it on Ghost Adventures as well, but like I just feel like my vibe was Ghost Hunters. So but yeah, I loved Ghost Hunters, and they came back too. I actually went to see the two main ones that the company, they actually have a company that like a ghost hunting investigation group called TAPS. I think it's like the Atlantic Paranormal Society or Tri-Atlantic, something like that. But yeah, they actually do real ghost hunting and investigations and whatnot to help people out, to let them know what they have and whatnot. And I think in real life they don't fake shit, but I think for the show there was definitely a little bit of faking, just only because not every house you go to and whatnot is going to have any drama to it. And with TV, and especially reality TV, you got to have drama. So it's got to be faked in some way. I don't think all of it was faked, but I definitely think there was some faking involved, just to create that drama. But they, I used to watch that show all the time. I have like literally season DVDs of it. I don't have a DVD player in my room or house or anywhere that I can sit down and watch any of that anymore. So yeah. Um, but man, I do have a digital version that I bought from iTunes when it first aired. It was the Stanley Hotel one that they did, and it never makes you feel. Nothing makes you feel old until you pop on a TV show that you watched all the time, and you thought, "Oh, this is great quality." And you guys, it just seems like it was only 10 years ago, and then you pop it on and it's at like 140p, and it's super pixelated and blurry, and uh a lot of noise in it, and it's square, and you're like, what? Oh my gosh, I couldn't watch it. I talk about being scared. I felt like I saw a ghost just 5 seconds in, and I'm like, what? Yeah. Uh, that sucked. but but yeah. I don't know. I guess I got to find out where they're doing those videos or that show. I think it's like Ghost Hunters Return. What's it called? Taps Returns. There we go. Where can I watch this at? A what? Literally nowhere is saying it. You gotta have subscriptions, but to where? Discovery, of course. I guess if I want to watch HBO Max in a year, that's I gotta have it. So I guess I'll have it then. So we'll do that. But but yeah, I enjoy those shows very much. Uh, I also listen to podcasts. My favorite that are like haunted podcasts. My favorite is Lore by and I've definitely talked about this before. Lore by Aaron Mahnke and the Grim and Mild production company. Really, really good. Aaron Mahnke started it without the production company, and then that blew up, and it became a whole big thing. And there's a lot that he does, or that company puts out, that is um, at a really high caliber, and it's about kind of the creepy area. And there's also one that they do called Ghost Road, I believe, and the woman that does the narration and talks and whatnot, she used to be on Taps, or used to be on Ghost Hunters and worked for them and whatnot. Let me look up her name. I know it's Amy, but I can't. Oh, Ghost Road, not Hunters, Daniel. Excuse me. Excuse me. Haunted Road. It's not Ghost Road. It's Haunted Road. My bad. Haunted Road. Amy Bruni. I knew I had to double check. I had a feeling it was that, but I wanted to double check. Amy Bruni. She used to be on Ghost Hunters. And yeah. Did I ever finish? Did I bounce from me saying that I went to St. Louis when the two main guys that I did? I definitely did. So Taps is a real company that actually runs and everything. They still run to this day, even when the show's not running or filming. And the two guys that ran it at the time, I don't know if one of them does anymore, but they came to St. Louis to what is that college? I think it's University of Missouri St. Louis, I believe. I used to go there all the time for shows and whatnot. They had a great. Um, I'm just gonna go Google Maps. That's so much easier. Do you guys ever do that? It's just so much easier instead of looking up a name that you're not confident on. You'd rather just look it up. It is University of St. Louis, University of Missouri, St. Louis. Their performing arts department is amazing. In the theater that they have, this is sidetracks, by the way. They always bring in a lot of great acts dance wise. I've gone up there many times to see dance shows that they had, and because Dance St. Louis or Dance STL would have like this big series that goes on at University of St. Louis, Missouri, and always amazing shows. Palabalas, if you're into the dance world, you probably know them. They're amazing. One of my favorite groups to watch, and they're like a modern dance company, and they're amazing. There was another company I went up there and watched. I can't remember who it was though. I've seen Palabalas probably 3, 4 times, maybe. Amazing each time. And then I've seen Bill Nye, the science guy, up there, and I've seen who else? There was some other person or someone else there that I went to go see. I can't remember who it was now, but it was good shows all the time. Just amazing shows. And yeah. Anyway, so if you're in the St. Louis metro area, check that out. I don't know the name. I closed it out already. I don't know the name of the place, like the theater, but it's a big thumbs up from me. Love it. All right. I think that's enough of that chatting. Let me do my ranking. How about that? Let's do this ranking. I am going to turn on my preview, so we can do this. Okay, I'm going to move my. Okay, not that, Daniel. Okay, come on, son. There we go. I'm going to move me down here. How's that work? Does that look good? Can you see? I know you can't see these guys over here, but it's fine, right? It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so I've changed some stuff on this. So S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. Do I want to change any more? I was thinking about that. Do I want to change any more? This is the haven't seen tier, okay? Should I just go through and throw the ones that I haven't seen in here? Or don't know? Like this one, I have no clue who that is. Couldn't even tell you. For a second, I was like, is that Blade? Then I was like, wait, it can't be Blade. Those are birds. And then I saw like a skull looking thing, and I'm like, hold on, is that Punisher? I just don't know who that is. So we're good. It could be Scarecrow from Batman. I wish there was names on this damn thing. I've done so many tier lists just off stream for my own personal enjoyment, and I just don't know. Who is this too? I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. These are slasher films, by the way, villains. Anyways, let's do that. Let's just throw the ones I haven't seen here. I don't know what that is. I can sit here and stare at it. I just don't know. This is Trick or Treat. I've not seen it though. Again, don't know who that is. Hellraiser. I've seen the rest. Okay. If you don't know this one, that's the killer from I Know What You Did Last Summer. So, okay. So tier list of slasher film villains. These are the ones I don't know. I know the movie. I don't know what this is. I'm going to have to look that up. I definitely don't know who that is. So S tier is this is how I'm going to judge this, by the way. Two things. Is it realistic that this could happen? And also, two, how scared, if I was in that position with this person, with this killer, how scared would I be? Right? So let's go. Let's begin. And the feasibility of being able to defeat them as well, right? Being able to beat them as a killer and not get killed. Basically, kill the killer. Kill is in quotation marks because we all know that majority of these never die. So, okay, first off, Candyman. It's been a while since I've seen Candyman. I've not seen the new one, but Candyman. This would scare the shit out of me. Also, I'm allergic to bees, so, you know. But, man, I don't know. I think the Candyman, just because of the fact that it's a little bit of paranormal, but he is a real person compared to like a doll, right? Or a leprechaun that is just weird, right? And I there's a little bit supernatural to it, but the B aspect and whatnot, I'm gonna put him in A. Okay. I know there's people out there that love Candyman, and I do too. I do too. But you know, just don't summon him. Don't be an idiot. Okay. Chucky. Ayo, fuck dolls. I'm gonna tell this story. Let's see if the people that know this story sees this, okay? If you know this story and you're seeing this, write something in the comments or in chat, because I'll tell you what. So one of the girls I dated when I was in high school, she was deathly afraid of dolls, or more specifically, Chucky. Okay. So one of my students, who is like a sister to me, even to this day, she's like a sister to me, and she could call me anytime and I'd be like, what's wrong? What do you need? Right. So, it was like after class, something like that. Me and my girlfriend at the time were taking her home, and her mom was like, we're going to put Chucky out. You know, bring her in. We'll put Chucky out and see if we can scare him. So, we get there, we go inside, the three of us, and my student's mom was like, hey, do you guys want something, a cookie? I don't remember what it was, but she made us kind of come in towards the kitchen, and Chucky was right around the corner, and oh my gosh, my girlfriend saw that and freaked out. It was like, okay, we're not doing this again. It was hilarious, but also obviously mean, but anyways, a doll. Okay. This would freak me out because it would change my reality, right? I would be like, oh, dolls don't do this. What is this, Toy Story? But I think I can kill. I think I can beat Chucky. Come on now. If you think Chucky's A tier or S tier, you're out of your mind. We can beat Chucky. And you know what? By the way, I love Chucky. All these people I love. Everyone on this list, great villains. Okay. But this is beatability in concept. Is it feasible? Right? So, Chucky, I'm sorry, my man. I can beat you. You know what? How do I want to say? Definitely beating. for sure winning in fight. I'm for sure winning that fight. Maybe it's just I am for sure winning in fight. In a fight. We'll just take that out. Yeah, I am for sure winning against Chucky, okay? Come on now. Okay, moving on. This is probably going to be the only one in there, to be honest with you. Okay. Hannibal Lecter. Silence of the Lambs and all the others. Literally scares the shit out of me. Literally. Because his character and even some of the characters in it were based off real people and a cannibal, you know, and psychos like that and those type of killers, like they know how to like pull you in, right, and make you be like friendly and whatnot, and then they just turn their back on you. Oh, this is the ones that I'm talking about that I am actually deathly afraid of, right? Hannibal Lecter, S tier. If you don't think he's S tier, what is wrong with you? Literally, he could be real. And people he's based off of lived. Even like now when we're talking about like Jeffrey Dahmer and who else was the other one that was Ted Bundy, right? Man, they're just all pull people in, be the nice person, and then you're done, you know? Can't remember his name, but Jack Nicholson in The Shining. What's his name in The Shining? What's his name? Jack Torrance. Okay, now here's the thing. He is real, 1,000%. So he already has a leg up above Chucky, right? But you just look at him, and when he's being on like in his killer mode, right, in crazy mode, you just know it, right? So I don't think, though it's creepy and whatnot, and I love the movie and I love him as a villain in it, we can figure that out. We can kill him. We can figure it out. Of course, the hotel and the paranormal stuff within it is going to not help us, but we can beat him, you know? We can do that. So, we can beat him, right? Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to put him in B because I think I can beat him 1,000%. But does he put on that charm to bring us in a little bit? And there's that chance, you know, if I've just had too much like dairy, I just don't know if I can beat him. My stomach's going to be hurting. Why did I say that? I think there's a chance that he can beat me, but definitely like he's not going to be doing some stuff that Hannibal Lecter or Candyman's doing. No. So, okay. Next up, Leprechaun. Okay. He scared the shit out of me. I'm going to be real with you. Do I think he can actually like, man, the realness, is it real and whatnot? He's small too. You just punt the dude. There's some movies that I just laugh at. Leprechaun is one of them. Is 1,000% one of them. Well, just punt him, right? Comes running up to you, kick him. He grabs your leg. You don't need your leg. Punt that leg with your other leg, right? Is that how that works? Seriously though, I think this is more of a challenge than Chucky. 1,000%. 1,000%. Okay, here's my thinking. Could definitely be more of a challenge than Chucky, right? But is he more of a challenge than I think he is? I think he is beatable, but not as beatable as Chucky. But definitely beatable more. Yeah, I think Jack is less beatable, is more beatable than Leprechaun, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, yeah. That's where I'm at. Leprechaun is less okay. So here's how we're doing. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen with my finger like you guys can see that, but it's gonna go most to least, most to least, most to least. Okay, so he's number one so far. Number two, number three, number four, number five, and they don't even matter. Okay, so I think Leprechaun is less beatable than Jack. That's where we're going to be at on that one. So okay. What is the name of him? I should have looked all this up before I started. I know you did last summer. Killer. Oh, I didn't. Was not even centered. Ben Willis. Fisherman. We're just gonna call him Fisherman. From I Know What You Did Last Summer. Okay, 1,000% could be real. All 1,000% could be real. With that said, I might put him up there. But is he beatable? I think he's kind of beatable. I think he is. Most of these killers, I'm just going to be clear, when it comes to like slasher, most of them are just good because they are good at hiding and sneaking around, right? And kind of being where you don't expect them to be. So, and I 100% believe that with him. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. So, here's okay. Where do I want to put him? I'm going to put him on B tier between these two. Okay? And the reason is because, again, Leprechaun scares the absolute shit out of me. And I wish he would stop looking at me. Leprechaun, I wish he would. It is creeping me out. But I think Fisherman is a lot more dangerous than Jack. Again, I know Jack has the hotel on his side, but yeah. Okay. The Killers from Strangers. Right? I wonder, do they have a name? Strangers. We're just going to call them strangers. Screw that. We're not going into that. Okay. This could be 1,000% real. This could happen right now. You know, this could happen tomorrow. So if I'm getting a telemarketing call at 8:00. This could happen tomorrow. 1,000%. Could happen tonight. It could happen anytime because of how just strange this all could be. But there's a lot of them, right? There was a whole family. So, do I think they're more dangerous than the Leprechaun? I kind of do. This is more realistic, you know, than pretty much any of them. Any of them, this is more realistic. But I don't think they're S tier. They might be A tier. I know that's a hot take. I know it is. Just because I know like a lot of people probably don't like the Strangers movie. But when it comes to like the killers, man, they're kind of real. I Beatable, maybe. I'm going to put them here because I don't think they're as scary as Candyman. Who was in that? Liv Tyler, Scott Speedman, Glenn Howerton. He's from Always Sunny. Who else? Was there anyone else notable name? I don't recognize any of them. Man, it was such a good. I love the movie. I don't know why it's got bad ratings on some stuff, but Dollface. There was one. Some of these movies I really want to watch again. I'm putting them B tier ahead of Leprechaun. Just because it's more realistic than Leprechaun. I just don't know if I'm beating Leprechaun. I know we're a whole family worth of people, you know? Wasn't it just Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman that they had captured in their house? There was nobody else, right? Yeah, I'm sticking to that. Okay, Hellraiser. Ayo. I've not seen the movie. I'm going to be real on this. And the reason I didn't put him there is because I have seen bits and pieces of it. And though there's a little bit of science fiction in it, is he up here? I mean, Pinhead scares the shit out of me. Anyone I've talked to that's seen Hellraiser has been like, yeah, I don't want to watch it ever again because it's scary. So I'm putting him here behind Candyman just because I haven't seen it, but like all the way through. But I definitely like scares the crap out of me. Okay. Leatherface. We're not just going to do Leatherface. We're going to do this whole thing about his whole family as well. He definitely A tier. I'm going to put him last on the A tier. Again, more realistic, could happen, kind of based on somebody, right? But yeah, I just don't see him and his family being more scary and beatable and less beatable than Hellraiser and Candyman. I just don't see that happening. So yeah, we're Leatherface is here. By the way, I haven't seen the new Texas Chainsaw. Is that good? I've heard a lot of bad things about it. And it's unfortunate because I mean, I just want them to make a good remake, you know what I mean? But I just feel like they don't ever. They try to replicate it, but they just can't, right? The remake that they did with Jessica Biel, I don't remember what year it was, but that one was good. I do enjoy that one. But the noise of like the camera shutter, oh, I love that. Play that as I sleep. It's one of those, I don't know why it doesn't creep me out. It's like a pleasing sound to me. Y'all should be scared. That's a pleasing sound to me. Anyways, Freddy Krueger. Okay. Listen. Okay, how do you beat somebody that's not real? How do you beat somebody that's not real, but can kill you still? Okay, I think this is going to start getting predictable here. Freddy Yes, less realistic. Okay. But the fact that he taunts you in your dreams. And if you fall asleep, you get killed. However, if you don't fall asleep and you try to stay awake, your health declines. You can die from that. And eventually, you're falling asleep. You are trapped in a sense. And you've got to figure out what's his kryptonite, right? It's fire, by the way. Just light a fire. But that doesn't mean it's going to stop him. You're dying regardless, right? So Freddy, he might go in front of... I'm going to leave Hannibal there. No, Freddy's scarier. Freddy's taking top tier right now. Because he's just... How do you beat that, right? Again, not as plausible. But... I might switch that back, but I just don't know how you beat Freddy, you know? Okay. Oh, what's his name? I just blanked. I had it as I was looking through this. Pennywise. Pennywise the dancing clown. Okay. Obviously not as realistic as Hannibal Lecter. I don't think Pennywise is as scary as Freddy Krueger or Hellraiser at that. But he is creepy. He definitely taunts you as well. Kind of like Freddy. And he's kind of like Freddy. You know, you get put into almost like an alternate reality for a little bit, and then he kills you, you know? Not all the time, but sometimes, right? Messes with your mind. So I'm going to put him in A tier. I'm not going to put him in S tier. I don't think he's S tier. But I'm going to put him in A tier at third, in A tier. I'm going to get a lot of hate on this one. I just know it. Especially with the ones coming up. I know it. Okay. Scream. Ghostface. Ghostface can be literally anyone. And it could be multiple people. So how do you beat a killer that you don't know, that could be literally anyone, that has no face except for the mask, that can be multiple people? How? It can run, chase you down, again, kind of taunts you, and could be 1,000% realistic. If, seriously, S tier. S tier. Think about it, right? He could be someone you know right now. If this happened in real life, it could be your next door neighbor. So could strangers. I know that as well. But this could be multiple people running around. You think it's one person and you think you lost them, and then they're in front of you. You know? I think Ghostface is a S tier killer. Slasher. Villain. I don't know. What do you want to call it? S tier. And this revived the slasher. He revived the slasher. No joke. I haven't seen the new one. Is the new one any good? I know I sit here and say I love horror movies. Yeah. But I just don't go, like I said, I don't go to movies a whole lot, and I don't watch a whole lot of movies or TV shows. I have the ones that I watch most of the time, but yeah, I really want to watch it, and hope for another Scream movie, even though I've not seen the new one. But I just Ghostface is there. You know, especially when didn't they do they did the kind of meta one where they made a movie out of it and everyone had masks. That would scare the shit out of me. Pass. I'm gonna go live in the country somewhere in Switzerland. Screw that. No one, I don't want those masks being mass produced and everyone have them when there's an actual killer going around, you know? So, yeah, pass on that. He's going to be third in S tier because he's just psycho and he can, yeah. Okay. Arguably, my two favorite. Okay. Michael is my favorite. I'm going to say that. Jason is probably my second favorite. So, Jason Voorhees, where does he rank? Okay. Now, he has died and come back in the storyline, in the main storyline, right? So, where would he rank is the question. Okay, so you got a masked killer who can't die, it seems like. Can't die. And unbelievable strength that is hard to overpower. To kill him, you pretty much have to behead him, right? But he can beat Freddy. He beat Freddy Krueger. Spoiler alert. He beat Freddy in Freddy vs. Jason. We're going to put that in quotes because of the ending. But, I mean, Jason, though, if I saw that dude towering over me, I'd be saying my prayers and be like, hey, Jason, hold up. Let me send a I love you all text to everybody. Because I know I'm not getting out of that. I know it, but I'm also not going to go off on my own at night in a old campground. So I think Jason S tier. I mean, how are you beating that? Well, seriously. And is there a way? Did they say? I just think it's almost impossible to beat Jason. So, yeah. With that said, I might be biased. I'm just going to do it. Okay? I'm just going to put Michael where I want him to be, where I think he is. Okay? He started it all. Screw you if you don't believe that. He is top of all of them. He started the slasher. Okay, he started the slasher. He's a real person, not in real life, but he was a child who killed his sister. Okay, got put in an insane asylum, broke out, and then hunted his family. Okay, by the way, we're not going to talk about, there's different storylines. We're not going to talk about it today. We'll talk about it on Thursday, but there's different storylines of Michael, right? The one that we're on now, that's canon right now, isn't the one that isn't my favorite. I like the Laurie Strode is his sister or his family. And he's trying to kill his family. Like, that's my favorite. And even without that, if you just think of the Halloween movies as different universes, fuck that. Excuse my language, but fuck that. I'm not going up against Michael. Jason is bad. I think Michael is just as bad. Again, you don't know what he looks like ever, and he's super sneaky, and he has that inhuman or that just non-human, I don't know, that insane strength, same as Jason, by the way. He seems like he's moving slow, then he catches up, right? He does it out. He will kill somebody when people are walking by. And especially and sometimes he just kills to kill. Jason kills because he has a vendetta against the camp people. They're insane. We're going to kill. We're not going to talk about Jason in New York, okay? Or in Manhattan or whatever, right? Or Jason X. But, I mean, Michael kills to kill sometimes. Most of the time. Right? Especially the canon ones. The canon ones, he is just, wherever he runs into, what up? Stab. Michael is top tier. Is number one. Started it all. I mean, you can't put a person that has basically no face, right? No one sees his face. Who killed as a child. I mean, and who never learned how to drive. Also, who never learned how to drive, but somehow knows how to drive a car after being in an insane asylum for all those years. See, he drove a car in the first one and never ever drove a car before, in case that some people don't get that one. So, but yeah, that's my list. That's it. That is my list. I know I'm going to get some hate. I know, but it's okay, because S tier scares the absolute shit out of me. These guys scare me as well, but more realistic on these here, a little bit more realistic than these. Freddy could probably get moved down to A tier here because of that realistic aspect, but the dream stuff, And then here, Leprechaun are strangers more. I'm not going to switch them. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with this too. I'm punting that little shit. I'm punting Chucky 1,000 times. I'm sure I've seen someone do that too. I will. Yep. I can beat him. As long as his bride doesn't come out and tag team that. No. Wait, hold up. I'm going to get texts about that one. As long as his bride doesn't come out to try to kill me while I'm trying to kill him. There we go. Woo. Anyways. So, that was my tier list. Hate me. Go for it. I don't care. Halloween is top tier. So. Okay. I am hella behind here. Hella. So, I am going to tell some ghost stories before getting into Phasmophobia, which I've not ever played before. Before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break to get a cold water and to put this now really soft string cheese in the fridge. So I'm probably going to come back with a good fresh string cheese that's cold. So anyways, I'm going to take a break. I will be right back. Yeah, be right back. Yo, we're gonna let this chill here for a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me. We're gonna let it chill for a little bit on this music and this screen while I turn on the AC because it's hot up in here. So that's what's gonna have to happen. Just for a little bit, okay? I forgot to download that tier list. I was gonna post it and see how many people hated it. Forgot. All right. I'm going to finish eating my string cheese before we get into everything. Yeah. So, how's everybody doing? In case you didn't hear me, I was going to save that tier list. I totally forgot. Man, it's really weird. Literally hadn't dropped frames for a while. And I just dropped frames. I think it hates me being full screen. I don't blame it. Um, yeah, I'm going to tell some ghost stories. Uh, Real ones, like one that I went through. So, but bro, I'd love to go ghost hunting, like actual ghost hunting. Isn't it great to just like random, just people randomly tune into the stream, and I'm just sitting here eating string cheese. This is the horror part of the stream. A ghost gave this to me. We'll say that a ghost gave me this string cheese to eat on the stream. But I'm almost done. Okay. I really want for like Thursday. I really want like some chat stuff like bot that will pop in and do some horror quotes or um something horror related or related to the game. I want to be able to like anyone is in like watching live can send something in chat and then some alert pops up and scares me while I'm in a game. That'd be funny. For you guys, not me. I would hate it. But my pain is your entertainment. So I just thought about and this might be tomorrow. Thought about doing like a productivity stream. I did that piece for productivity. I want to do one where I'm setting up everything and you can see because I can always because right now there's just a like an old school like baseball poster, but it'll all be back there, right? And I want to do something. I'm Nick Merckx right now. Anyways, can you hear when I move that? Let me see. Oh, sometimes not. But yeah, where we can do a little bit of a productivity while on stream and talk, and I can set up different alerts that are more Halloween theme and give my overlay, and you guys can chill with me while I do that. I thought about doing that. I also want to make a video with it. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't made a video yet and posted a video. I really want to do shorts. I don't really want to do like longer videos, but man, it sucks. Just constantly getting pulled away. Um, before I get into this, I want to say this, okay? Um, I've gotten off like the keto diet and whatnot that I was on, and I feel like crap. Like I eat too much sugar and everything, or carbs or something, and it just bogs me down. I just don't sleep well, and also I hate like winter, and whatnot, and I also hate or like cold weather. It's not cold right now, by the way, but I hate cold weather, and I hate or it's allergy season for me as well. So that makes me more tired, and then eating too much carbs and stuff like that makes me more tired, and it's just a whole long cycle. So anyways, okay, you're not on. Um, okay, I want to set the mood right for this. Let me see if I can. How can I do this? I did not plan this ghost story very well. So let's see. Okay, come on now. You can do it. I have faith. Ho ho! On the fly. On the fly. I'll push this over here. I also have a bounce. Do I have anything in here that I can bounce this off of? How's that look? Wait, I could literally Man, am I genius? Okay, let's see. Okay. I want a different hue. So hold on a second. Let me get oh no. Do I want do we want creepy? No, we need a little bit of warmth. Okay. Or temperature color. Where are we liking this? Kind of like that, but let me. There we go. There we go. Okay, now let me get this other one. This one will be the color. Is that getting? I can't tell. I got a bright ass light right here. Push that off that way. Be less bright on my face. Okay, do you want that color? We got a pink. Blue's not right. The blue needs to be. Let's see. Yeah, red might be it. Red might be it. All right. We might have just found the lighting for all the horror games we're doing because that's dark back there. And you know what? You know what else I can do? Let's do it. We're on the fly doing this. Turn that brightness down. Oh, let's go there. How's that? How's that? Now do I need this closer? Kind of like it. I kind of like it. I'm going to be honest. That was my footrest. That just popped. If you heard it. Oh, okay. So, what is that? Okay. So let's talk Ghost, and let's talk um the ghost stories that I have. It is I have actually made a video about this and just never posted it. Never edited it down. It was just I talked for a long time, and yeah, it's just there was a lot to it. There's a lot to the main stuff that I'm probably going to be talking about right here now. Um, so here we go. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna after talking about that, I'm gonna eat this. I'm before I get into it. Yes, I do want to eat this real quick because I've been eyeing it, and yeah, I think next week, like in a week or so, I want to do a tier ranking of Halloween candy. This one has a blue. This is Reese's, by the way. This has a no, not sponsored. It has a not a blue, a green bottom. Should I change the color of this? Should I? I get chocolate on my finger. Let's do it. That was the chair. Do I have? Okay. I can't eat at my desk because I just if I'm at my desk, I just can't eat. I always end up working and ignoring the fact that I have um bro, I want there we go. Mm, yeah. Kind of like it. Not gonna lie. On OBS, I have the screen is outlined in red. So whenever I select something, so it made it extra good. But I mean, dude, also, I think I think I'm going to start putting time codes in the descriptions of these streams so you guys can just bounce to what you want to see. Because I know like some people don't want to watch me chatting. It's all good. Or they want to listen to a certain thing. And then they want to know when the game starts and they can pop to it. So I thought of also, by the way, I'm thinking about doing an off stream Phasmophobia run through and whatnot. And maybe if the quality is good to YouTube, I can just download the VOD and post just my first run through of Phasmophobia, but I don't know, we'll see. I really want to upgrade my camera. I'll be real honest. My camera is like I really want to upgrade it. Because I have two cameras that would be awesome for streaming, but I just don't have the right connections to make it look good and not have like a weird delay or stutter. So, okay. I feel closed in right now. Got the light right here. Okay, ghost stories. Okay. So, first off, I'm going to say this. I have always felt like I've had a presence around me for not always, for a long time. I felt like I have had some sort of presence or something that just follows me. And I I don't think it's anything negative. I don't think it's anything that's trying to harm me. But there was definitely a time where I just got creeped out, right? And the reason, by the way, the reason I think that is, you know how you know when someone's looking at you, you just get that feeling. I get that feeling all of the time. Did you hear my throat girl? I get that feeling all of the time. And it doesn't matter where I've been, if I'm at my parents' house, at the house I lived at in the town over, at the studio that I owned, or in St. Louis. I always just have that feeling, right? And you know, some people might say it's guardian angel watching over me, or the CIA, you know, FBI agent, you know, but it's just that feeling. And I've heard noises like someone walking in my room before. This room too, but I've heard those type of noises and whatnot everywhere I've been, at my parents' house, the house I lived at, all that stuff, right? And there was no explanation, right? There could be things that you can explain them away, and that's what I usually end up trying to do is explain them away and be like, you know, it was just this, this, and this, so I don't scare myself and whatnot. But I've definitely heard talking when there's no TV on, no one around. I've heard walking around about that, like someone was watching me, a presence near me, stuff like that. Until, okay, so this is going to be a group of them, okay. So when I turned, oh, I was 20, and I, I, when I was 20, I was about to turn 21. Okay. I had a plan that I kind of cooked up with my best friend. And me and him had been friends for a long, long time. And we both kind of wanted to move out of our parents' house at the time because we hadn't moved out yet. And my parents were fixing up a house that they were flipping, basically. They wanted to flip and sell it, but they had it for so long already, and that they've only done work here and there on it. And at this point, they were just like, they just wanted to get it done and get rid of it. And I said, well, you know, me and my buddy can move in and whatnot and take off that burden of paying for all this stuff and all that, right? So we got lucky that my parents were doing that. So very fortunate about that. We moved in, then they told us. So they were like, the person that lived here before you was an old lady and she died. We don't know if she died in the house or anything like that, but she died. And that's the reason that they were able to buy the house and try to flip it, right? And we're like, okay. And as we're moving stuff in and we're getting our stuff in there, we would hear what sounded like tables being run into, and the tables would be moved from, and not like a great amount, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, like someone bumped into them and stuff like that. And um, you'd hear that in the middle of the night, and I would just chalk it up as it's an old house, it creaks, right? Or it was my buddy getting up, moving around, and I didn't hear him. And he was kind of the same way, vice versa, thought it was me. Well, it was neither of us. Come to find out that the old lady that had lived there before was hard of seeing. And one of the common things, I don't know if she was blind, but she was definitely hard of seeing. And one of the things that they tell you for a ghost, for a haunt of some kind, is they don't like change, right? They don't like when you do work on the house at all, or remodel or anything like that, because what they know changes, and that's when the activity starts piling up. And parents had been working on it, finished it, and then we moved in and put all this stuff in her way, right? So that's kind of what we thought. That, okay, maybe she is here and haunted. Obviously my parents try to uh bolster that story to scare us a little bit. But then one night, okay, see the way the house was set up. So it was, okay, we're looking at the side of the house, okay? This is the front, this is the back. The front, when you walk in the door, there was like a little sunroom, okay? Then you walk out of the sunroom this way to your left once you walk in the door. Then you walk into the living room. Living room's here, okay? And then my bedroom was here, sunroom here, my bedroom, his bedroom, the bathroom over here, the kitchen over here, back door entrance area over here, right? So back door, his room, my room, sunroom, front and back, right? Front and back. So our rooms were connected, right? And all of a sudden, we hear what sounds like cabinets opening slightly and shutting. Yeah, that shoom, pum, 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 pum. And then I'm like, it's got to be my buddy, right? And then all of a sudden, hear another one, choom, pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Right? At that time, get a text. Do you hear that? And I'm like, wait, that's not you? He said he's in his room, in his bed. I'm like, I am too. He thought it was me and I thought it was him. We both come out of our rooms and nothing's moved. It was 1,000% cabinets opening and shutting. You know that sound? That sound, it barely opens and then you let go and it forces itself to close and it just kind of hits that boom, 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 boom. That's what was happening. We couldn't explain it or anything like that. Okay. A little bit goes by. We don't hear anything. We hear the occasional, like, some stuff getting bumped into and stuff like that. But as time went on, things kind of settled down. Of course, they would pick up anytime I would do any sort of like rearranging, because I am that person. I hate things being the same all the time, especially like my environment. So I would rearrange the living room all the time, my bedroom all the time. So you'd always hear that occasional bump, right? Into the table or the couch or something, right? So far it hadn't been bad. Okay. So one night he's at work. I'm at home. I have my desk in my bedroom. And so let's say I'm at my desk, okay? My bed is on the other side of my desk because it was an L-shaped desk. And I have a little area over here, L shape here, and then exit over here. And my closets are behind me. There's like a little area in the middle because there was like two like sliding door type things on each side, right? So that's kind of where I had my desk set up just because I had nowhere else to put it really. And I needed it to be able to work on music and edit and all that stuff. So that's just how it was, right? So I'm there. I'm the only one there. I have lights on. My bedroom lights are on. My doors are open. He's not home. I get this intense feeling that I'm being watched. And I just kind of ignore it for a little bit, ignore it. And then all of a sudden, I just feel piercing, like someone's looking at me in that piercing look from somebody, if that makes sense. I look over and there's this is the funny part, okay? There's a damn bug on the ground. I don't know if you've ever seen these. They're called sprickets. They're pretty popular in the Midwest, especially this area. And they're creepy ass mofos. And this thing is positioned perfectly, looking right at me. If you are me, if you're me sitting at my desk, the spigot was looking straight at me. And then as soon as I look at it, it takes off. And sprickets they jump. Okay, they don't walk. They jump. And then they do this little, I don't know if you can hear it. You just hear this. Wait. You can't get it. The mic can't pick it up, but it's like a lot of feet hitting the ground. Like if you take your nails and just tap on a surface, it kind of sounded like that, walking across the hardwood floor. And then all of a sudden I like go chasing after it and can't find it. Disappeared. Right? I hear it, then all of a sudden it stops and it's gone, right? I'm looking everywhere for this damn spricket. Creeped me out, right? So I'm just like, that was weird, right? Not really paranormal, just weird, right? So I go about my business, tell Jace about it, and he laughs about it. Okay, a little bit later, down the road, all right, we get some mail. Okay, a buddy sees part of the mail, and I see it first, and I made the mistake of telling him about it, and it's addressed to the old lady that used to live there. Okay, addressed to her, and it's adult diapers. And he had this wise idea that he was going to open the mail and put those adult diapers on. I'm like, he's like, come on, there's two. I'm like, no. Uh, it was like a sample thing. Okay. So there was two, and it was, I'm like, I'm not doing that. He wasn't going to put them on. He put it on over his clothes. Let's just be clear on that. So he puts on that adult diaper or whatever. And I'm like, it's a bad idea. You're going to piss her off. It's like, she hasn't done anything or anything like that. Literally, we hear more stuff moving. Drawers and cabinets start opening, closing after that happened. Like she got mad, right? I'm like, you piss her off. Like, okay, we'll get rid of them. So I'm like, why do we still have them in the first place? So that goes on. All right. In pretty much while he's living at the house with me, he or nothing else happens. Nothing bad happens. We get the occasional feel like we're being watched, the bumping into, nothing crazy. He moves out. Then it starts to happen. Now I'm alone, living alone. No big deal. I'm in a neighborhood next to a whole bunch of people, all that stuff. One day I'm in my room. I believe I still had the desk in I didn't have the desk in there at this point. And because I had the other room, so I had the desk in the other room. So I'm in my room and I just get this feeling that I'm being watched again. But this time it's a different feeling. It's not the feeling of just like being watched, but it's the feeling that something dark and something mean is watching you. Right? And and I was just like, this isn't her. This is not her. And this can't be her. Yeah, it's not the old lady. And I start getting this, and I try to ignore it, but the fact that it's a different feeling that I'm getting from this worries me. So, and it gets worse and worse. And then all of a sudden, I start hearing just a kaboom, kaboom. And as you're hearing that kaboom, you hear almost like nails hitting and someone walking around in the living room. By the way, again, my bedroom is here. Living room is here. Okay, so they're close, right? So I run to my door, slam it shut, and lock it. Because I think at this point, I don't think anything paranormal. I think someone is in my house, right? And then I start hearing the walking again. And I'm like, something's not right. And I'm looking under the door because there's like a little gap. And I'm looking under it and I'm like, I don't see anyone. I'm hearing these footsteps, but I don't see a person. Right? I don't hear clothing moving or anyone breathing. I don't see anyone. What is going on? And at that point, I'm like freaking out. And I start like feeling like I'm going to get attacked. Like this, whatever it was, the door was not enough. There was not enough separation between me and that entity. And I was freaking out. I was on the verge of tears before I called my parents. I was like, you've got to come here and stop this. If someone is in my house, I need someone here. Don't call the cops, because if it's not a person, then they're going to make fun of me. Just come here, get here. I'll stay in my room while I'm waiting on them. It gets more and more intense. And it seems like this thing got pissed off because I called someone in to help and to stop him. And it is not a good feeling. It is impending doom feeling, right? And I just get this feeling like, oh, I'm going to get you. This door is not going to stop me. I'm totally just screwing with you at this point, but you've pissed me off. So time's up. And then I just feel like that door just disappeared. Obviously, it didn't disappear. I didn't see it disappear. It felt like it because that entity was in my room. And at that point, I just feel like I just have that feeling that it's right in front of me. And I start backing up slowly and slowly and slowly to my window. And I'm opening my window and I'm like shaking out of fear because that feeling I was getting. And I'm like, and I'm about to crawl out my window. Parents walk in, gone. Feelings gone, absolutely gone. And I'm like, whoa, no, fuck this, right? No, I'm not having that. That was the first time that happened, and I was freaked out. They stayed there for a little bit after that. I was freaked. I don't know if my parents knew how to react because of how just shook I was. I did not want to be there. And I was like, they were like, go to the studio, come over to the house, do whatever. And I was just trying to not be scared shitless. So I'm like, no, I'm good. If it happens again, I'll leave type of thing. And no, it was horrible. Apps scared the shit out of me. Right. And so at this point I owned the studio and I didn't have a ton of stuff happen at the studio. I definitely heard voices when there shouldn't have been voices, steps when there shouldn't have been steps, because this was late at night, right? And at this point, it wasn't the new studio that we built from the ground up. It was a studio that was downtown, and it was an older, like, downtown area. And I'd be there late at night, and I would 1000% hear those steps. Not the mean steps that I was feeling at the house, but I would hear steps and I would hear voices. I remember I was in one of the smaller rooms, and each room, so where the studio was, so like it was on second level, and it's an old, like, not warehouse, but they did like a little bit of production down there, but it's an old building in a downtown area, right? And I was in the small room, okay? And the room had a window on the back. So the mirrors were here. Okay. The mirrors were here. Window here on the back wall. Not a big one. Just, I think it was like 3x5, 3x4 or something like that. Or yeah. And then the door was over here. So complete wall here on this side. This side was the mirrors. This side was where the window was, a small window. And then this side over here was where the door was. And the door was at the back of the room on this side, right? And it led out to a hallway. And if you went this way, you went to the dance hall. And if you went kind of across at a cutty corner, the bathrooms was there, a bathroom there. And if you went around the corner, you went to the lobby and to the other studio, right? And I am sitting there choreographing. It's late at night. Of course, I'm tired, so we might chalk it up to that. But I see somebody in a suit walk right by the door. And I mean, I'm choreographing, so I'm in the mirror. I see it in the mirror. It's not at the corner of my eye. It's in the mirror, okay? Walks right by the door. And I'm like, I immediately stop what I'm doing, pause the music, try to listen, because now I think someone's in the building. And I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I've locked every door. There's one door into the building. Actually, there's two doors. I've locked them, right? And if somehow they get past the main door that's from the outside, they've got to walk up the stairs, which I would hear because the stairs are not quiet where this place is, right? And then they'd have to get past a deadbolt, a second door that has a deadbolt and lock on it. I'm like, it'd be impossible, right? And before I lock up for the night, even after classes are done, the first thing I do is I go through every room, check every little nook and corner, which there's not really any in a dance studio, because My office is locked as well most of the night when I'm not in there. Then the rest, all the storage that we had was in my office area, and then there was a kitchen. You can't hide in there, so there was nowhere anyone could hide. The dance studios in bathrooms and whatnot, the dance studios are wide open. It's just a rectangle, right, with no storage in it, and then or nowhere to hide, right? Then the bathrooms, I check. I knock. Hey, is anyone in there? Wait a little bit. Hey, anyone in there? Then I open the door and I look around. I clean up trash. I do all that. Did all that stuff at night. There was no way a person was in there. I was sure of it. So as I'm like kind of walking through, I had lights on too. It wasn't like it was dark. I had lights on. As I was walking through, trying to figure out, find this person, trying to figure out what's going on, looked at the door. The door was deadbolt. It was locked. 1,000% locked. No one could have walked in that studio. I didn't hear any steps. I didn't hear anyone walking around. Nothing. You can pretty much say I called it right then and there. I was like, screw this. Screw this. I went home to my haunted house. And I've definitely spent, because I workaholic, I spent nights at the studio where I would hear people walking around or somebody or something walking around. And it would freak me out and stuff like that. And, never felt a negative presence though. Definitely freaked out, but never a negative experience. Right. And, then back at my house at another time where second time, same feeling as before. I'm being watched, not in a good way. This is a very bad energy, very negative. And this time it gets intense quickly and I'm freaking out. Again, to call my parents. I'm like, it's pacing in front of my door. Nothing's there. I hear it. It's like claws, and parents come over. I'm crying at this point because I'm so scared, and it's pretty difficult to make me cry. I'll be honest, because I'm a man. Just kidding. But it's hard to make me cry, and I was in tears. I was in tears from fear, and tears for fear, fear for tears. Anyways, I was crawling. I was trying to crawl out the window at that point. It wasn't like the window was open. I was trying to crawl out the window when I heard my parents pull up, and it disappeared again. Twice that happened, and I hated every minute of that. It scared the shit out of me. And I've never had that feeling outside that house. Never. And we started thinking about it. You hear the heel, boom, and then like the walkthrough of a step, and then you hear like something tapping the ground as it walks. A fucking demon. Do we understand that? Like that type of thing? Like when you think of like the devil and a demon and like the creature itself, there's claws. Scare the shit out of me. I still get goosebumps. I worry to this day about it, that it would happen again. Even though I'm not in the house anymore, it scared me. By the way, I should say this, there's more too. I'm going to circle back to that. So now we're at the studio is at the building, the second building that we built, right? So there's no way the building is haunted, right? I'm there, night again, and I was getting scared from time to time from the lights on the walls playing from like the road that was near, because I had the the lobby, the front door was all glass, and or had a lot of windows and glass, and like a window within the door type of thing, you know. And the main studio that, especially at night, I would be in, unless I wanted to like mess with like DJ lights and staging and stuff like that, was right there by the door. So I could be in the studio and see the front door. So if for some reason my music is too loud, because I'm a little bit more in a neighborhood now, or by neighbors that might care if it's too loud later at night, and they show up or a cop show up to tell me to turn it down, I can pop out and go, hey, music, yeah, my bad, I'll turn it down, or I'll move to the other side that's a little bit more soundproof or whatever, right? So, um, and we had a lot of trouble with people just pulling into the studio parking lot and like dumping their trash in our trash can, or just coming in and sitting there. And I'm like, nah, you're not doing whatever you're doing in this parking lot, you know? This was kind of off the path a little bit. So, not in a bad neighborhood, just off the path, you know? And there were multiple times where I thought someone was walking through the studio. There was a window in that one as well, but it was pushed up against a wall. There was times that I was looking in the mirror and I thought I saw a face look over, and then when I saw it, made eye contact, it moved away, and then I'm like, who the hell is that? Same thing. I would clear the studio every night before I decide I'm going to call it a night or go get dinner. I'd clear the studio and make sure no one's there, but I still see someone in the windows or walk by the doors and stuff like that, even when I'm not like in the studio that's near where there could be some light play going on. So, still had some of the weird stuff go on there. But the last story I have about the house is same feeling that I was getting before, the that being watched, but negative feeling that, as I hear creaking in the background, by the way, as same as that, just like that, just not a good haunt, good spirit, you know. I had someone over and I just get a feeling being watched, and it gets closer, and I'm in my head, and you know, it might have been me self sabotaging myself, but I just get this feeling. I have like some candles lit. We're not going to talk about it. I have candles lit. I have, I'm just like freaking out. This feeling is there. It's getting closer, and I hear a voice in my head. You're gonna burn. Tonight is the night. You are burning. You are burning. You are burning. The house is gonna burn down, and you're burning with it. No more. It ends tonight. That is the feeling I'm getting. I I mean, I am sitting there freaking out. I that night I left. I left the house. I had to leave. I'm like, I gotta leave. We're leaving. We're leaving. I'm leaving. I'm not being here. I'm not burning down with this house. I'm not, and that I freaked the hell out of that person, by the way. And had to call my mom and parents and be like, hey, you know, he's going through this. What's going on? And he said, third time. And and I'm just like, third time's the charm. I'm not here for this. Have this third time, I'm not doing it. And especially when I started hearing like a voice that definitely was not mine. And I was the only one feeling it. Like I was going to die that night. So I I've never had that feeling since I moved out of that house. Never had it in St. Louis, never had it in my parents, never anywhere else I've been. Never again. So I don't know what that was. Um, and don't ever want to feel that feeling again. It was terrifying. Um, Now when I moved to St. Louis, I still had hear people walking around or something like that, or being watched. Never, but never negative. You know, it's kind of like it was like it's just my guardian angel or something like that watching over me, you know? But the negative, don't know what that was, and it scares the shit out of me. To this day, I worry that it's going to happen again. And even in the room that I'm sitting in, I've heard something knock into my dresser that's over there, something knock into the ottoman, and when I add stuff to the room, it just feels like it gets knocked into, and I don't know. And I'm going to be clear too. When I hear some stuff, I heard cats last night. I was sitting at this desk, or no, I was over there. I was sitting in the chair watching TV, and I hear a cat, but it's inside the house. Now I'm in a house with 4 cats, and the one that is attached to me, that is my cat, she's 24, 25, something like that. She's old. Okay. I had her for a long, long time. She's a miracle cat to begin with. She was the only cat out of the litter to survive. And then the vet and everything was like, she's not surviving very long. She's not going to have a long life. And then now she's 25, 24, 25, something like that. And so miracle after miracle, right? That she's still alive and gotten to this age, right? So I freaked last night when I heard the cats meowing. I was like, oh no, something happened to her. She's had some health issues lately, so I freaked out, right? It was I was like, it was the other cats that we've had throughout the years telling me you need to go downstairs right now. Something's not right. So I luckily nothing wrong and whatnot. She was fine, but I have I believe that there sometimes you get notified by people or animals of stuff, and whether they're alive or not. I'm very superstitious and whatnot. I believe in ghosts and spirits and whatnot. Um, especially after what I've gone through and experienced. So, by the way, that's my stories are nothing compared to a lot of people that I've heard. A lot of people's stories that I've heard. So, but but yeah, it. I'm just glad I am able to be here to tell those stories, because those few nights I was sure I was done for, dunzos. So I always shied away from telling people whenever the studio was open some of those stories, because I experienced some stuff at the studios, and they would ask me, "Did you ever like have stuff happen here at the studio?" And I'm like, "No," but yes, frequently, and they're just not bad. They're just not negative. If they were negative, oh hell yeah, I'd be like, "We're getting the f out of here." So yeah, those are my ghost stories. We're going to leave the lighting on while we pop into Phasmophobia. So there's no good transitions from that creepy stuff to Phasmophobia, but here we are. We're just going to go right into it. Okay, so again, I'm going to say this now before we hop in. Phasmophobia, never played before. I did some stuff running around on just the waiting zone or your office or whatever it's called. So I've never actually played a mission. So it might look like I've done something, but I've not. And I'm, like I said at the beginning of stream, I've been messing with settings for stream and trying out different settings here and there. So yeah. Oops. Also, I have. I wonder if I can use this mic instead of this mic. So, I don't know if we're gonna have to tweak some settings as we go about this game. So, can I hear this? I ain't hearing nothing. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything on. I know you guys can't see this, but that is on purpose. Well, that's not it. There we go. I might be tweaking settings like visually as well, as we play the game. So, can you hear it? I don't know why it takes a minute to bring this up, but here we are. Is that camera going to be okay in that corner? I don't know. I'm going to move it to the top, right? That way it's kind of out of the way. All right. I haven't done this, but what I did find out, I've definitely watched people play this game before, and the running. Tired already. Come on. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'm over here running into stuff. And this is an update too. So this looks different than what I've seen people use before. So yeah. There was a basketball rim on the other one, but I don't see one here. And you can play Jenga. Oh, you can play bowling. And it's weird because I don't know how to like throw harder. Strike. And there's also, I had to mess with something. There's also, you can grab these. There's this here. And I don't know, I've not gotten one of these before. Okay. Grab. Let's almost. Okay, let's aim a little bit higher. Oh, come on now. Oh, I thought I had that. Oh, I thought I had that one. Anyways, you can see how easily distracted I am. Did I get it? I'm counting. I got it. Look at that. Look at that. All right, now. Here, cornhole or whatever you guys call it. They don't slide and they do not get thrown far. And I'm like, how? And there's no jump. And I can aim here. Ooh, did I get that? All right. Boom. Can I grab that? Oh, I can. Sweet. So, yeah, I did some exploring over here. So this is the van that we're going to be using. Ham radio, I guess that's what it is. Little keypad, all that stuff. I'm assuming I need to buy some stuff. Oh, there's my Wait, what's that say? Okay, well that's creepy. And that's super creepy. We're still here. Who's we? Notice there's bats outside. You can't escape. Can you space out that C and the A? Because you ain't escape. Is that V8? The drink or the engine? So yeah. But you shouldn't have taken these? What do you mean these? What are these? I wish I had a actual summoning circle. The heck is that all about? I did not see this, by the way. I was clicking random stuff. So wait, can I grab? Oh, is that a flashlight? Okay, guess not. Guess it's just a, do I not get a single thing? How do I buy this? Can I take the pumpkin? Okay, those are that's counting. Okay. Is there more of that? That is what's creeping me out. Don't look in. The heck? I will look in more. Holy crap. There's a girl. That's creepy. Hey, do you guys want to play basketball? I guess I don't want to play basketball. I can't move. Okay. Whew. Okay. Hey, help me. I threw my flashlight. Anyways, is this the same thing? Oh, cool. What is this? I understand. I'll do that in a second. Oh. Do I want red or green? Wait, do I have two of those? I do. Cool, cool. Okay, I can't pick that up because... Alright, let's just do this. Okay, what's this read? Got it. Did you guys see it? I got it. I mean... What? Why is there... Okay. Is there anyone that looks like me? Oh. Screw it. We're him. I think I made a mistake. My my flashlight. I need to do that. Should we do training? Nah. I am gonna change my flashlight. Is there an F that I'm not using? Oh. Shift. Okay, I'm gonna change my journal to caps lock and my flashlight. Wait. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. We're dropping you. My flashlight. Oh, where's the flashlight? Are these both all just... I'm gonna look for a flashlight. Because I have it on here. There's a flashlight over there. Oh, come on now. How do I buy stuff? I don't have money, do I? I don't. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get that light stick. If there's an issue. Okay, I don't know if I like it now. I don't know. I might have to change the primary use. Right click. What was back? There's one that was back one. Okay. Okay. There's my swap, but that also works. Okay. What did I make my... I'm horrible at this. Right mouse click is primary use. Secondary use is black button. And then... Yeah, okay, cool. I think I got it. Alright, let's just hop into it. You know? Just gonna hop in. What? Recommend for new ghost hunters. Long setup time. Long hunt grace period. Short hunt duration. Sanity pills restore a lot of sanity. Regain half of your... yeah. I am not ready for this. Excuse me. Camera, flashlight, ghost starting book, spirit light, UV light, or spirit box, photo camera. What do I got to do? Choose a contract. How do I choose a contract? Well, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I don't have money. I don't have money. How do I choose a contract? Okay, come on.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Okay, so I guess we're doing... I guess I've gotta do the, oh. Am I... Where it all began, our first reports... Why is this not loading? Well. Still hasn't done anything. Now traveling to. Oh, maybe we need to get into the. I'm a dummy. I don't. Does it always take this long to get into one of these? Again, never played. You can't hear it, but I'm spam clicking. That was where we transitioned. It still hasn't loaded anything. Don't stay in the dark too long. Cool. How do I travel there? Is my question. I don't have any of these. Is that good? uh, well, pain. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. What happened to all my stuff I had? You are not. Maybe this is what it is. I need all of my stuff. It's not what it is. Maybe then I gotta go over here. He said don't leave. Okay, we're leaving. Oh, no, no. Okay. A pain? Oh, tools and tools. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, I dropped something. Do I not have a regular hand? Okay, anyways, that's... Alright, how do we get out of this? If we have to, like, redo this game, we're gonna have to do it. Okay.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
You have? Down with jokes. No training. We're just going right. Right? God. Cool. Here. That's what was going on. I just couldn't. Okay, there we go. Don't know why that's staying there.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
The ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe using it will help your investigation.
Response to people who are alone. Oh, good. Detect sound. Get a ghost to walk through salt. Have a member of your team witness a ghost event. Cool. Oh, I know what I was doing. Sweet. So, I don't even know what the voice talk is. We're doing voice activation. Hello. 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 Oh. Just gonna keep it here, keep it here. Medium all the way around. Alright. Huh. That means I probably can't talk a whole lot. Cool. Paranormal sound with a microphone. Well, we don't have salt. I can't do that one. Get this. We'll get this. This our flashlight. I think the camera. Put the spirit box up. Okay. We'll take that. What is that? Okay. Here we go. Game 1. I am going to turn this down just a smidge, because in my ear, it hurts. All right, here we go. Okay, open. Ooh, oh, sweet. Wait. Oh, keeping that open. Hello? Is anyone there? Fuck that. Fuck that. Alright, we're just gonna go right into it. We're gonna go. Okay. I want to put that camera up. I also want this. So what am I throwing out? Is it this? Okay. Hello? Hello, ma'am. Are you here? Okay, you are not in that room anymore. But I am going to throw that on the ground. There's a way of doing this. Excuse me? Hello? Anyone there? I'm not going to survive this month. Did that camera even turn on? Oh, come on. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Oh, I'm so happy it did. Sweet. What else do I want? I'm going to throw that. Actually, I'm going to pick that up. Okay. That was not open. Something else open. I think it's over there. Okay. Okay. We're going to take photos. And what is this? Flashlight. Hello. Are you here? Hello. Hello. I come in peace. I don't know what your name is. Hello. Are you here? I don't want to go back there, so I hope. Hello. What's your name? Hello. 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 Are you here? That door's open. Hello? Hello, ma'am? Sir, ma'am? Ma'am, sir? I don't judge. Whoa. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh. Hello? Are you here? Hello? I don't think you're there. I think you're back here. How you doing? Hello? Hey, hi. How you doing? Ma'am, sir? Hello? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We're gonna check on the activity. Okay. What is this? We're... What do I need? Oh, ghost walk through salt. Can't do that. Okay. I think it's a trap. Hello, I come in peace. Do you? Hello, hello, hello. Out. I don't know how to open that door. That damn radio. It's okay. It's okay. Wait. Evidence. Did we get a spirit box? That was... How do you open this door? I'm not made for these games. By myself, especially. Okay. We've got spirit box. We haven't got... I'm going to put this... Okay. I'm going to pick this up. I really want to move that camera. I don't want to get that far in the house. If I'm being real honest. Why is the slide off? Hey, so we put a book. I don't know how to open it. If I... Why is that opening? Did I see my breath? Yep. Hey, there's a book right there on the table. If you would just write in it for me, and that would be perfect. Please. Okay, bye. Wait, do I want that or the camera? Something buzzed. I'm gonna see. I don't like it this loud in my ear. Oh, gay. Just don't want to get that far in. I want to turn that off, but I feel like it's a trap. Hello, book. There's no fingertip. Spirits are very common ghosts. They are very powerful but passive, only attacking when they need to. They defend their place. Right. So, who could it be? Spirit, poltergeist, wrath, air. Did they throw that? Man, I need that camera. Need that camera. Okay. Am I going to guess this? Okay. What do I need? For a spirit, wrath, or twins. Spirit, voice box, ghost writing. They haven't done any of that. Wrath, dots, projector. Has that gone off? And twins. Oh, I can just do this. I don't know why I'm doing that. Freezing temperatures. I could have swore I saw my breath at some point. But yo, for real? Was there a hand? It was. Oh my god, I saw them. I saw it. It popped up next to me. Oh my gosh. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Hell no.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
That's stressful. Holy crap. I need friends to play this with. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna check my heart rate. That stressed me out. I am burning up from stress. Holy crap, you guys. We're probably gonna play this again. I just realized how late it was. I play this another night. God, I need to find friends that play this. We're gonna alt tab out of this. That's exactly what we're gonna do. That stressed the living daylights out of me. All right, where's some friends? Oh yeah, messenger. What is this? I get distracted all of the time. How do you put emojis? That's not it. There we go. I'm just, oh my gosh. I'm so glad I waited. Also, having this bright light right here and then turn around, it's just like I'm blind. Yeah. 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 Here's what's going to happen. It is late. Not late, but you know, getting close to my bedtime. I am going to call it a night, but I think I'm going to I might record an episode off stream. But oh my gosh. It stresses me out. I'm sweating. You can't see it, but I am straight up sweating. 53? Diamond Ghost Room 2. Oh my gosh. It was a wrath. So what did I need? It wasn't ghost writing. What was it? It was the lights. I needed the light, right? Projector, did it go off and I just didn't hear it or something? 1000% it was there. I should have just called it this. That means I don't have anything, correct? Yeah, because that's 50. Where's the salt? Q on set. Where's that? Do I not have access to salt yet? I can't go to the grocery store or something? Oh, is this salt? $15? God, inflation. Can't believe salt's $15. Is there anything I can afford? I thought I just went on, just ended stream abruptly. Okay, let's I can edit this. What's the difference between for experienced ghost hunters? The ghost room can rarely change. Set up no setup time. Short hunt grace period. Long hunt duration. Long setup time. Long hunt grace period. So I had a whole bunch of time at the beginning. Short hunt duration. Regain half of your lost equipment if you die. So, where's my equipment? How do I have 6 of that? What does that mean? Man, I'm getting a headache. This light. Huh. That's cool. Okay. I am going to call it a night. However, because I've been here for just a little over 3 hours. Almost 3.5. But, yeah. I'm stressing. Okay. All right. We're not going through that again. I'm gonna have a heart attack on stream. Holy crap. Okay, so I'm clearly not prepared for this. This month of horror games, because I have it's okay, watch. I know it's time for bed. I have that one, which I might play quite a bit of. Friday the 13th. I really want to play it. I think I might play Friday the 13th Thursday. Would Thursday be the 13th? Just be Thursday the 13th? Yeah. I think we'll play Friday 13th on the 13th. Do I have that downloaded? I do not yet. So Friday 13th on Thursday, but I might throw in some Phasmophobia because I'll keep it downloaded. Because I do like it, but I am just a scaredy cat. So, yeah, Scrutinize is another one that I want to play. It'll be one that I play, I think, next week sometime. It is one we're going to need a lot of time with because it goes through multiple nights and you got to do this and this and this. So, yeah. There's some others I wanted to play. I don't think I have anything else downloaded though. So, Phasmophobia we'll probably play again next week sometime. Might even play again on Friday, like I said. I'm going to keep an eye out for more games. There are some games I do want to buy. Talked about some of them last week. We can do like a short game of 7 Days to Die. Oh, there was one, Sinner 97. Was that the one that had a prelogue that was free? It's like a game in development. So we can do that one in the upcoming weeks. So we also might split streams where I do a little bit of one thing and a little bit of another thing. So yeah, I'm excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the ghost story and the one game of Phasmophobia I played before I chickened out. I will come back to it. Definitely will. I do enjoy it. I'm just, like I said, scared. It'd definitely be better with some friends. Like easier to play in a group. So let me see. One popped on while a little bit earlier. So we'll see. Can you see what games people have on Steam that are your friends? Because then or what they play. uh it does not look like you can, by the way. You can see their recent played. I don't see Phasmophobia though. Oh, he does have one that I do want to play. Did he beat it or he streamed for a little bit? I kind of wish he would get back into it. So yeah, man, I don't see Phasmophobia. There is Five Nights at Freddy's though. Is that multiplayer? Because if it is, oh, it's single player. Oh, come on, now. Well, I might have to convince him by Phasmophobia, but yeah. All right, calling it. Gonna log off. Gonna go grab a little more bite to eat. And call it a night. But Thursday, we'll play some Friday the 13th. A little less intense. We'll probably pop into a little bit of Phasmophobia, like I was saying. But I'll try to get some friends together and maybe we can play some of these horror games together. That'd be great. That'd be nice to be able to do. And one new item in my inventory. What is that? The Fool. Oh, I got a little thing, little badge. What does it mean? I don't know why I get it though. I'm going to guess this item is worth 16 gems. I'm going to guess that means I died or chickened out real quickly. So, oh, it's a trading card. It is kind of cool though. Something just hit my fan. My lamp. I heard a boom like something hit it and it shook. Fun, huh? Anyways, I'm going to get off here and contemplate my decision to do horror games all this month. So, have a good night. I hope you guys enjoyed these stories and the talks and the chats and all that stuff. We'll play a little bit more of this in the upcoming streams. I might add some streams here and there. Halloween, we'll be playing the fan-made Halloween Michael Myers game, which I'm super excited about. And then we'll play some games in between, like Phasmophobia, Friday 13th, like we are on Thursday, and also some other games sprinkled in there. So, with that said, thank you for tuning in, whether you viewed this live or not. Remember, I am raising money for the LLS this whole month. So if you want to donate, it is in the chat and in the video stream description as well. Follow me on all of my socials. That's in the description as well. And yeah, make sure you follow and subscribe and all that good stuff. Stream pretty much every Tuesday, Thursday, starting sometime around 6:37. I'm going to start the horror streams at 7 though. That way by the time I get through the chatting part, it is time to do the horror games and it'll be dark out. So yeah, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching. All right. See you guys on Thursday. All right. Bye.